Hey, get ready to learn 3 ways to get more engagement using Facebook stories. Facebook stories are hot right now and everybody's talking about them. So, in today's episode, we're going to be showing you how to use them the right way for your business. My name's Gavin Mountford, founder of 6 Step Social, and welcome to episode number 12 of 6 Step Social School. Make sure you attend these episodes live because you get the best chance of winning a prize. We tend to have prizes often, and today we're going to be giving away $100. So we're going to be doing the prize draw for that very, very soon. So in today's training, our platinum ambassador here at 6 Step Social, Robin Smith, is going to be showing you the 3 ways, or not the 3 ways, but 3 ways. There's multiple ways to get more engagement and leads, etc., with Facebook stories. The key to getting results with Facebook stories is to start using them the right way, right at the start. Robin started with me a few years back, and she was going through our basic trainings when she had absolutely no clue what she was doing at all. She was, and she'll admit to this, and she has done before as well, but she was spamming her link all over Facebook. She didn't know how to create content the right way or generate leads. Then she implemented the 6 steps method that many of you are going to be learning more about over the coming days and weeks into her business, and everything changed. She's now made hundreds of thousands of dollars online with her business. She's generated tens of thousands of leads. So you are in the right place at the right time for this training. So welcome, Robin. It's great to have you again. Facebook stories they're pretty hot right now, aren't they?
They are, and I think they're only going to get better and better and better. So I'm super excited to be doing this training for everybody. I see, Ginny says, I don't know what they are or how to use them, so she's excited. So I'm excited about this as well, to be able to share some tips. Oh, Amanda said her story got 145 views yesterday. Yes, we're going to talk about that. So this is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. That's brilliant.
Yes. So as you know, if you've been on any of my trainings before, I make you type, okay? I make those fingers start working, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So who's here? Who's excited? Pop in, say hi. I see we have some people already. Amanda, Sonia, John, everybody's popping in. MJ's here. Awesome. Look at this. Hello. And it's Friday. I mean, it's Fun Friday, right? Let's get ready for this, or actually Saturday where John is, I know. always got to call you out, don't we? So we are going to, what I want you to do is I want you to share this, okay? And in fact, I want you to share this in 2 places right now. And actually, when I do my training, you're going to share it in 1 more place. So today, you're going to share it in 3 places. So click the share button below. Let me know. Oh, Sonia's on it, man. She's already shared. Awesome. We love that. Love that already, man. Her fingers are working. So I make your fingers work because you know what? As long as you're engaging, you're taking this in and you're going to want to hear what we have. So Sonia shared, John shared. Awesome. Cool. This is so much fun. Okay, so let's get started right away because I want to dig right into stories. But first, I want to give away a little bit of money. So let me pull up my screen.
Oh, I've got it. There it is. It should be up on the screen right now.
Should be all set. Okay, so anybody who dropped their piece of knowledge, their aha moment, their ding, 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 whatever you wanted to call it, anyone who put that into the group, I put your name into this, and we're going to see who wins, okay? So you're going to have a chance to win $100 for anybody who dropped it. So let me just do a little...
There was a load of people that had shared 6 Step Social School episodes and had shared their biggest takeaways inside the group. I think I don't even know how many, but several hundred posts I'd seen over the last month. So you are going to win $100, or at least one person is anyway. So you can see the spinny wheel is spinning.
Spinny wheel spinning. Let me just give it a little shuffle. So, and we'll go. I always feel like I'm at the casino with this noise in my ear.
I think we need a drum roll.
Something
sound, don't we?
We do. Woo! Pamela, awesome.
Fantastic, Pamela. I don't know if you're on right now. I'm not sure if you are, but make sure you contact me as soon as you watch this episode, and I will get that money sent over to you. Congratulations. Yay. Fantastic. Exciting times ahead.
Awesome. That is fantastic. Okay. So now I got to change my screen.
Yeah, well, I'll go through this a little bit now, and then you get your screen ready, and I will switch it over in a second. That sounds like a good idea. And then we are keeping things moving and shaking. So if you're not in our 6-Step Social Facebook group, go to 6stepsocial.com/community. You can pick up a copy of the Social Media Attraction Factor Guide and the 5-day challenge, which will show you how to create your basic attraction marketing system to attract more leads and prospects to you. We have so many people going through the 5-day challenge. And in fact, all of our success stories started with the 5-day challenge. People that had never generated content before, people that had never generated leads before, people that had never made sales and signups before, people that had never made money before, now generating leads and converting those leads into sales and signups, and making income for the first time ever. So it's an incredibly powerful process. So make sure you go through the 5-day challenge. Again, you can get to our group at 6stepsocial.com/community, and make sure you register and then go through the Social Media Attraction Factor Guide and 5-day challenge. So there's a couple of wins here from Wednesday, a few days ago, for our Wins Wednesday or Wednesday Wednesday. Wesleyan said, in my group, I was able to get 4 signups for my event and counting. Thanks, Gavin Mountford, for everything. Carrie Clark says, I posted before, but I've gotten 12 new leads from just one teaser post. It's never happened before, plus one person who wants me to be her mentor. In fact, you should be seeing this on the screen, and I'm not sharing my screen, so there you go. I did a live video, Nuji said, for the first time ever. Helen Pert said, I had a sign up in my business. Amanda Wirtz says, I won the one-on-one with Diane. I normally don't win anything. I'm on a roll this week. I also guessed in someone else's group with a guessing game and won an Amazon gift card. Sounds like everything is working for you, Amanda. You should play the lottery as well, I think. And then Joanna says, I've done my first 2 videos in my group. I've just pushed through my fear and done it anyway. So congratulations, Joanna. That is exciting. At some point, you have to push through your fears as a business owner, as an online marketer, whether it's video or creating content or speaking to somebody or inviting somebody. You just have to do it. MJ said she had 18 people registered for her event on Thursday, which is very, very exciting. So, loads of wins coming into our community. Every Wednesday, you're welcome to post your wins. Wins can be anything from something incredibly small to something huge, but you have to recognize them along the way. You have to celebrate them as you go through. Okay, so great to see everybody here. I can see a lot more people are piling on now, so good to see you. But let's dive into Robin's presentation about Facebook stories. So do you want me to share your screen, Robin, at all? Oh, you're muted at the moment. That's what I did the other day.
I'm sorry, I'm talking away. Yes, you can share that.
Okay, there you go.
And if I press play, we should be all set here. So today you are going to learn 3 ways. I actually drop in a couple more, but we said 3 ways to get more engagement from your Facebook stories. Let me dive right in because this is super duper important. Like I said, get your fingers out, get going. As always, I would like to start with the why. Okay, so again, we're adding something new. Oh, I don't want to add anything new. We're already doing too much as it is. But why stories? Why stories? Why stories? Why stories? Well, basically, they're another news feed, okay, which is super duper cool. And they're geared around visual content. And as we know, visual content is getting really, really important right now. It's getting more noticed. We noticed it. Facebook noticed it. Videos are really much more important, kind of like Joanne just said she did her videos. They're much more important than these long written out text. Sorry, Gavin. I know you like to write the long posts,
Oh,
but
you're in for a treat over the next week and a half then with the game plan.
Oh, no. But we got to get you more into videos. Okay. They tend to do better. They tend to reach better. One little trick. So I'm going to drop a trick even before we even start is if you ever do have a lot of content written on your story, what you should do is put a little quote or something like that that says tap to read. If somebody holds that button, or hold to read, okay, tap to read or hold to read, if somebody holds it, it won't advance to the next story. So that way somebody can read everything. So if you have a lot of written words or really want people to pay attention to your story, just always put that in there, hold to read or tap to read. It's becoming more and more popular. I've seen it myself. I've started using it myself. And that way people can get to do it. Because if you're not, speed is really your friend. Okay, content is getting consumed super duper fast. You have, as we said, we used to say 7 seconds. Now I would say it's probably more like 3 to 4 seconds to get somebody's attention before they're moving on to something else. And they've realized that this is really how it's worked. So if you love them, some people hate them. Either way, stories are around and they're going to be big in 2021. They are prime real estate. So when you open up your phone, they're right at the top. Okay, there's no scrolling the person even has to do. They are right at the top. When you open up your Facebook on your computer, it's right at the top. Okay, that's where the stories are. Prime real estate, prime viewing location. There's no scrolling to go through it. It's literally right there, right in front of your person's eyes. There are 300 million daily active viewers. Okay, the story behind stories, as I always do like to say, is Facebook tried to buy Snapchat and Snapchat was like, no. So Facebook, which owns Instagram, said, okay, you won't give us yours. We're just going to make our own. So Instagram stories started. They became super duper popular. So Facebook's like, we can add them ourselves. So they ended up adding them themselves. And now they're growing. And they really have shown to be a place where people are spending more and more of their time. The cool thing is you actually want to get on board before your competitors. So it's still fairly new. And a lot of companies are not using them yet, especially correctly. So it's a good time to start using them now so you can get ahead of your competitors. In case you don't know, stories only last 24 hours and then they're gone. Woohoo! So it's actually a great option to put them in there and have them move, especially for something that's like daily snippets or behind the scenes content, updates that's going on right now, anything in real time, or anything that just doesn't fit normally with your brand, but you're like, you know what, I really want to put that out there. So one of the examples I actually like to use, even just recently, Thanksgiving, I was busy cooking. Now, if anybody knows me, I am not a cook, okay? I don't cook very much. It has nothing at all to do with my brand as far as food and everything like that. But you know what? The day before Thanksgiving, I made a cake. I made potato salad. The day of Thanksgiving, I had fish all ready to go. I snapped a whole bunch of pictures and I put them in my stories. They got a whole lot of engagement on them, even though it's not part of my brand. So it's not something I would normally put on my news feed, but yet people got to see behind the scenes of what I was doing and how I was spending my Thanksgiving. You can post as many as you would like, unlike your news feed. Now, I know some people probably have heard the big gurus say this, oh, post as much as you want on your news feed. Not really, okay? The way Facebook has it set up now is your first post gets viewers. And then if you post again, some of those viewers that would have seen the first post actually only see the second post. Okay, so you're kind of like dividing your viewers basically, especially as what's coming up on your newsfeed, especially if they're not commenting. If people are commenting and engaging, it's a little different. But if you're just putting up something and people are seeing it, the more posts you put up, the less viewers you actually get. But on your stories, you can get more and more because they're going to see one right after another, right after another, right after another. And every time you post something, it actually moves your story back to the front. Kind of like what we talk about boosting in the newsfeed. Well, you're doing that again. So every time you post something, it's going to move back to the front. So more people are going to see it. So post as many as you would like. Stories have become so popular. As I said, we have Instagram, Facebook. They're now on LinkedIn. They're also on YouTube. So I think they're going to get even bigger. We also have TikTok. I didn't really want to go into that as much, but TikTok is basically stories if you really think about it, down to it. 15-second videos, short little videos. That's what stories are. And they're a great way to repurpose your content. Okay, you're sharing stuff all over the place. It's a great way to snap a picture, to put it up, to get it out, something that might be a long post. In fact, I'm even going to show you how to make a clickable story, which I know a lot of people are like, ooh. So maybe you have a blog. Okay, so content you have from there. You can put it into your stories and even make it clickable so people can actually redirect back to your blog or redirect back to a YouTube video or something like that. Great way to do that. And again, people are digesting things in a short amount of time versus reading your whole blog or reading that whole long post or reading that whole long video. They're still getting it. They're still seeing you. They're still remembering you. So that's the boring part. I always like to give a little why, but now we're going to get into the fun part. So what I want to know in the comments is who is ready to jump on board with stories? And maybe you could say, I already have. Okay. Or maybe if you've never done stories, or maybe you just watched them or whatever, I want to know who's ready to jump on board using stories for your business the right way. So put that in there, start thinking about that. I know there's a slight delay, so I want to move right on. And I want to share with you the 3 stories to get more engagement. 3 stories that get engagement, okay? Number 1, music quotes. And don't worry, I'm going to share with you exactly how to do each one of these in the demo section, and I'm going to share with you my phone. I'd like to bring it up right now, but then we'd be back and forth with the whole computer thing. So we're going to set it up as easy as possible. So the first way is music quotes. Sound is huge in stories, and sound doesn't mean you have to be talking. It can be music, especially I find in the morning, and I'm going to share with you one of the ones I love to use. If you see my stories, you've probably seen me do this because it's one of the ones I use a lot. Number 2 is shared content, clickable links, okay? A lot of people don't realize you can create clickable links here. I'm going to share with you how to do this, and we're going to actually do it today if you would like. So hopefully you find that pretty kind of cool and realize that I'm actually going to share with you how to do clickable links right in front of your eyes. And then finally, we've all heard this, they're going to slide into your PMs or your DMs. Sometimes you say, I love those little GIFs all the time that say, I'm sliding into your PMs or DMs. I'm going to share with you how to do that, how to get people to actually reply to your story asking you for something, and it's going to show up in your PMs, and you're going to be able to reply back to them.
Perfect for teaser posts, eh?
Perfect. Exactly. That's what we want to do. Okay, so demo time. So we are all going to share a story in a little bit. So let me get my phone up. So we're going to swap screens for a second here. I apologize for this.
I saw that Brian, what did Brian say? Let me put this up on his post. He says, in over 6 years, I just beat my own target in October and November with $4,000 in only 15 days, or £4,000, even better, in only 15 days and 15 new members. Brian is absolutely rocking it. I heard earlier as well, one of his groups has hit 10,000 people. So Brian, congratulations. Keep up the amazing work. I know you started with us probably 2 or 3 years ago. We don't hear that much from you, but when we do, we can see how well you're doing. So absolutely fantastic. So many people saying they love stories, and they are ready for stories. I've got a few questions coming in as well that we'll ask when Robin is back on in a little while. Personally, you know, I love stories myself as well. I don't use them that much yet. I'm getting into them a little bit more. It's funny because stories are like, what, 3 years old, I would say, probably 2 or 3 years old. They've been on Facebook for ages, yes. And they're starting to become more and more and more popular. Looks like you've got your phone ready, Robin. Shall I share it?
Oops. Oh no, I'm sharing myself. Oh, here. Sorry.
Are you ready?
I'm all set. Yes. My phone started playing me talking, which is always lovely to hear my own voice on there. I'm so sorry for you guys. By the way, yeah, Mary said, what is a PM? PM is a private message. On Instagram, we call it DM, which is direct message. Either way, it's somebody going in there. So.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. So share. Yeah.
Share.
Add to stream. There's Robin's phone. How cool is that to be able to actually see?
So you were on my phone. Okay. So there we are, right there. That's what started playing automatically. Which is good because I actually need that post in a second. But what I wanted to share with you is, so you're seeing my phone. So when somebody goes onto their phone, at the top, this is where your stories are. Okay. You can't see that, so I'm going to have to just scroll my fingers. So as I scroll across, see, these are all my people. And one little trick I'll tell you, if you're not getting people to see your stories, you are not spending enough time on your stories. Okay, so you need to be watching stories. I actually had somebody who said she used to give her phone to her kid and tell him to just watch the stories, just so, you know, for like 20 minutes. So she would do that. I actually ran a test with this myself. My team, we would get together. We would do power hours for some training, and 10 minutes we would spend going through stories. And it's funny, once I stopped doing that, I noticed my story of viewers go way down. So I even started doing that again. Okay, 10 minutes a day, I just go through stories, just like across the board. And as soon as I do that, my stories go back up way over, 100, 200 views, sometimes even higher.
That's really interesting, and it's basically the same as engagement, isn't it? I mean, if you're not engaging on other people's posts, then not many people are seeing your posts as well. So it's the same kind of idea.
Same kind of idea. And Ginny, you asked, are stories only on your phone? No. If you actually go onto your newsfeed on your computer, you'll see them at the top. They're usually pretty big at the top. Same kind of thing. I'm just showing you my phone because that's where they started, and it's a little easier, in my opinion, to create the stuff from your phone than it is on your computer, but you can do it on both. So I wanted to share with you, as I said, there were 3 types. Remember what those 3 types were? I hoped you wrote them down. I don't know if anybody did, but I shared 3 ways to get engagement. The first one is what I call the music quotes. Now, think about this in the morning. You need to get up and go, okay? You need that inspiration, okay? Yes, I keep grabbing myself here. Okay, let me go up there. You need that inspiration. You need to feel that excitement and everything like that. Well, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, I feel this way. I'm like, oh, I got to post again. I don't want to post. I'm too tired. I don't want to think about it, or anything like that. But we have these certain songs we really listen to, okay? And I'm going to share with you one now that has always brought me a ton of excitement in my life to begin with. And then it's so funny, if you were actually part of Rank Maker's virtual ticket, they actually used it on there, and it was High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. Okay, as an entrepreneur, if you know this song, it should get you up and moving. So if you go on, and you probably didn't see, but I actually clicked on my face, and there's a little plus button. That brings up my stories, and this is how you can add stories. They have some presets, which says, for example, text, music, boomerang, mood, selfie, poll, or pictures. So now you guys will get to see all the things I take pictures of. There's me, by the way. Me with my my baby Yoda mask. I have a baby Yoda mask. It's in there. But if you go back and you see where it says music, if you click music, you can actually search for anything you want, any kind of music. But like I said, I'm going to go with the High Hopes because this is one I love to do. So just type it in, High Hopes, Panic at the Disco. And here it comes. They have a couple different versions of it, but I'm going to do the first one. And of course, I hear myself. I don't know if you guys hear it, but I hear it.
No, I can't hear it actually.
Oh,
but
good.
So the music's just playing, is it?
The music is playing in my ears right now. I will play when can I pause it? Because it's annoying. Okay. I can't even think about myself while I'm talking. It actually is going to play. And as you saw, the lyrics came up. So you can create a story like that and just have the lyrics come up.
And does it loop or does it play the whole song?
It's a loop. It's only a little bit. This one's actually only the what do they call that? The refrain or whatever. They have it set. Aren't these copyrighted? That's a good point. They're already on there, so I don't have to do that. So that's Facebook has it already set up. So that's on them to figure that part out.
Very cool.
But what's cool is you can do that. And you saw that I put up the lyrics. You can also add music to a picture. So as you go through, you can actually change the picture and make it a picture and have music over a picture you want. So again, I call this my lazy men's post when I want to get something up, because I won't have to deal with it. I just put that up. People see that, they're going to know the music, especially if you were at Rank Makers, you probably, oh yeah, it brings back memories of that. Okay, I'm motivated for the day. So I love to do that one. So think of some of your favorite songs and go in. And like I said, all you have to do is go to the very front. The very first thing it says, the very second thing actually it says is music. There you go. Easy post. Okay, cool. I got this. I think Facebook has a deal with them. Yeah, I would say Facebook probably has a deal with that as well. Like I said, that's not really what I'm doing. I like using music in my stories too. Yes, Sonia, exactly. It gives a little bit extra. Not only do we have the color, but now we have some sound to go with it as well as the picture. So that's the first one. Music quotes, really easy way to get up and you'll get a lot of engagement. People love that, especially in the morning. The second one is the shared content, okay? And I want you all to pull your phone out right now, and we're going to do this together. Okay, that's why I'm happy this picture is right here. Gavin, you too. Yeah, there we go. Everybody pull their phone out. Let me know. I'm actually going to sit here for a second, and I want you guys to pull it. Let me know when you got your phone pulled out, because I want to know we're not just doing this by ourselves, just Gavin and I. We're all going to do this together. So type in the comments when you have your phone out. Some of you are probably already on your phone. John says he will never use music. Will do now. Yes. I learned about that music thing recently, actually. Oh, Amanda says she has it out. You are super duper fast. She is right in there. Phone out. Okay, we got some phone outs. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to go to 6-Step Social Superstars. It's actually already on my screen, but I want you to go to our fan page, the 6-Step Social Superstars. And I want you
people be able to find it? That's the hello.
No,
I've pressed myself and I've got you talking at me.
We're all talking. Yes. Okay, phone out, phone out. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so hopefully you can find it pretty quickly. But what I want to share with you is I'm just going to show you is if you scroll down to it, you're going to see share underneath it. Remember how we shared it to groups or we shared it to our profile or whatever? If you click share, one of the options says to share to your story. The first option actually comes up on my phone. I know it's a little different on some other phones. I have an iPhone, so I know Androids are a little different, but the programs are the same. You can actually just press share to your story, and there it is. Pops up. I don't even have to do anything. I can leave it just like this. Gavin has it. I have it set up. You know, you guys can see it already. If you just press share to story, it's going to share it. The cool thing is, when your viewers go through and they see this come up, if they press that little play button in the middle, it's going to take them directly to the video so they can watch this. So if you all share this, we're all going to see, more people are going to see Gavin and myself sharing about stories, learning more about stories. Your audience is going to thank you for this so they can learn more about doing stories and go from there. And we will have a chance to reach our mission to millions, as we say. So get out there, share this to your stories right now. Drop it in the comments and let me know you shared it. I'm going to press share right now. You can always, while you guys are doing this, I'll add a little extra thing here. At the top, this little top button, you can add stickers. So if you want some cool stickers, especially if you have your avatar already made. So that's my avatar. If you made your avatar, she shows up, he or she shows up automatically. It's Friday, so we have Friday stuff. All these other cool stickers. You can do GIFs on there. I love to do GIFs. You can do different emojis. All of that will come up under the stickers. You can write anything you want. So
it's funny, Robin, because I started out in my business probably 15, 20 years ago. And when I first started, I did not have content to create. I did not have content to share. So I used to leverage other people's content. And that's how I learned to become a better marketer ultimately, because, you know, I used to watch it or listen to it or read it at the time, and then I'd share it with my audience. I'd built up a fairly big audience of people that were following me because they were interested as to where I was going to point them to next, what resource I was going to share with them, what article. It was all relevant to my audience. So that is how I started. And that's what, you know, probably 10 years ago, I used to teach others to do the same. Now it's more about creating new content. But at the end of the day, you know, content is content and your audience needs to read something or see something. So if you've got something that can help them, then definitely, you know, share it as you can. So brilliant stuff.
Awesome. Okay, so you have this all set, and then you just press share to story, and it's going to share up. So if I go back to my front page, here's my story right now, and it's loading in. Again, if I click on it, it's going to pull this back up. Now, we had you share our stuff. Just a little quick thing. I know we're taking a little bit of time here, but if you ever want to share your own stuff, okay, so you want to lead somewhere, you can actually put the link into your post and then click the share button just like we did. Don't write anything else. Just put the link in and it'll do the exact same thing. But when they click it, it'll take them somewhere else. So say you have a blog post, you can pop the blog post in there. When they click it, they'll go right to the blog post. So that's just one little option. So that way,
does that bring the image up as well? Does it? Or
it does. It'll bring up the whatever the what do they call it, the featured image, whatever that featured image is. So for example, I did it with the game plan. So the game plan starting tomorrow, I actually put the game plan right in there. If people click that, they would go through right to my link and do it that way.
Very cool.
So yes, so that's kind of cool. And then finally, as we were saying, to slide into your PMs, I always love to do this. I'm actually going to share a picture real quick, which I had already set up. So here's one. Many of us have seen this. Okay, we talk about this all the time. This is actually one of Gavin's programs that he has, the ACE lead system. Okay, I could put something like this. Maybe somebody would be interested. I mean, who wouldn't be interested in getting free leads from Facebook groups, right? Phew. This person, you know, she went from 0 to 128 free leads in 24 hours. Something like that would go and be pretty quick. Okay, that would get somebody's information. Well, you can go in and you can add a little text. I'm going to add a little text that says, tap for more, I'm sorry, I don't want to say tap, reply for more info. I'm going to change it up so we can see it. I'm just going to put it right here just for right now. Okay, I'm going to take all these off actually right now. And then what I always love to do is, because technically if you ever watch stories, the reply is at the bottom. So I always go up here to stories and go to GIFs, and I always type arrow, and I tell people exactly where to go. I'm going to pop an arrow in here as well. Okay, you may not be able to see it, but there's a little white arrow dinging over here. That's going to take them right down. They can still read the words and write down and to show that. And they're going to know to go to stories. If they reply to this, reply to your post, it's going to go directly into your PMs where you can send them information for this. So remember how we were talking about teaser posts? This is a great way to get people to raise their hand, message you that they're interested in your teaser post. They're interested in what you have. I can share my live. Yes, you can. Awesome. Or I use the comment box. So you can do a comment box as well. That will work that as well. The other thing, just to kind of show you real quick, is you can also, you saw this at the top, you can also do a poll and do the exact same thing. Ask a question, have people say yes or no. You will see that. Anyone who says yes, you can send them the information. This doesn't go right into your DMs, but it will actually, you can have a list of people who are raising their hand for that. Okay, so those are my 3 things as a way to get more engagement, to go through, to get people PMing you and asking you for more information and go from there. And also as a great way to get more leads, get more links, get more conversations started, get more engagement overall.
Brilliant. Who got massive value from that? Now, I know I've seen some of you saying you've got Android phones and you haven't got stories available, but use your desktop as well, because stories, you can still use your desktop computer and actually do that. One thing I recommend is don't use the teaser posts option, which is obviously the one you see on the screen right now, too often. You want to fill your stories with value and interest and intrigue and shared content. And then, once or twice a week, just share something that gets people to message you back, and you'll find that you'll get a better response. And if you do the other things that Robin's talked about as well with regards to watching more stories and engaging with more stories, you're going to get more people on yours as well. But the key is just get started using them. I think there's a lot of people that absolutely loved that. So great stuff, Robin. Let's move into word of the day before we wrap up. And many of you know word of the day. We have it every episode, or almost every episode. Normally there's 3 words, so 1 word per episode. And all you need to do is email me at, and I'll just put the link on the screen, school@sixstepsocial.com this week. Or when you email me the 3 words from the 3 episodes, you will win a copy of the 12-week year book, which is the book that we are going to be studying over the next month or so, and part of the game plan. And I'll pay for the book. I'll pay for the shipping. If you've already got a copy of the book, we'll basically pay for a different book for you. But if you email me the 3 words, so today's word, I'm not going to tell you what the first 2 words were this week, Monday's episode and Wednesday's episode, but if you want to take part to have a chance of winning this, then email me, school@sixstepsocial.com, with the 3 words. And today's word is leads. So whatever the first 2 words were plus leads, email it to me and you will have a very, very, very high chance of winning the prize. So finally, as we always do, if you head on over to the 6 Step Social Facebook group, which you will find at sixstepsocial.com/community, and share your biggest takeaway. I am absolutely loving 6 Step Social Facebook group right now. It's so active, it's so engaged. We've had people posting teaser posts recently. It's so much so that I'm thinking of potentially doing a teaser post Tuesday where people can post their teaser posts. There's engagement posts happening, there's biggest takeaways happening, there's value going on. It's brilliant. I'm loving the community so much. So congratulations to everybody that's doing that. But share your biggest takeaway from today's episode. Use the hashtag 6StepSocial so we can then find it, and you have a chance of winning $100 at the end of the month, just like the prize draw we did today. So make sure you do that, and again, you have a chance to win $100 this month. Hit the share button, as Robin talked about a little while ago. Help us share this out to more people. You know where it is by now. You know exactly how to do it. And next week's episodes are going to be supporting the game plan. So many of you know we've got the game plan coming up starting tomorrow. So next week's episodes, there'll be some Q&A. We'll probably speak to a few people who are creating their game plan. We'll talk a little bit more about our perfect weeks and identifying and eliminating all of the stuff and the noise that's going on. We might talk a little bit more about setting goals, but make sure you come onto those episodes because they are going to be hot, exciting times ahead. So thank you, Robin, for your amazing presentation and training. I think that's given people a very good insight into stories.
Awesome. I'll say thank you, everybody. And like we said, get at it. Start watching more stories. The more you watch, the more people are going to start seeing yours. Oh, look at Amanda. She's already emailed it. She is so fast.
Yes, definitely. Brilliant. Okay, we'll see you next week. See you Monday. And thanks again. Look out for the game plan tomorrow and have a great weekend. Thanks again. Bye-bye.